Every once in a while, a new SUV shows up that makes even the most established brands a little nervous. And this time, it's the Omoda 9, a sleek, tech-packed newcomer that some are already calling the Audi Q5 killer. But is it really that good, or just another overhyped challenger? With futuristic styling, surprising luxury touches, and a price tag that promises to undercut the Germans, the Omoda 9 might just change the way you think about premium SUVs. So, should you stick with the safe bet, or is it finally time to take a chance on something completely new? Let's find out. Before we dive deep, let's set the stage. Omoda might not be a household name in the United States just yet, but it's a sub-brand of Chery, one of the fastest-growing automakers in China. In just a few short years, Chery has made waves in Europe and Asia, positioning Omoda as its youthful, design-focused, and tech-driven division. And now, the Omoda 9 is its boldest step yet into the highly competitive mid-size luxury SUV market. That market is, of course, dominated by names like Audi, BMW, and Mercedes. The Audi Q5, in particular, has long been a benchmark for premium crossovers in the US, offering that perfect blend of refined design, technology, and driving comfort. So for Omoda to even put itself in the same conversation as the Q5 is ambitious, to say the least. But here's why this launch matters. Buyers in today's market are starting to look for fresh alternatives. With rising costs, many shoppers are asking themselves if they can really justify paying top dollar for a German badge when new players are offering just as much, sometimes more, for less money. That's the challenge Omoda is leaning into. The question now is simple. Does the Omoda 9 really bring enough style, substance, and value to disrupt a giant like Audi? Stick around, because we're about to find out in detail.
Let's start with the design, because that's the first thing that catches your eye. The Omoda 9 makes a statement from the moment you see it. Its bold grille, slim LED headlights, and coupe-like roofline give it a futuristic edge, more concept car than cookie-cutter SUV. Side by side with the Audi Q5, the Omoda instantly feels younger, sharper, and less traditional. Audi's design is timeless, sure, but it hasn't evolved much in recent years. Omoda clearly wants to stand out, and in that regard, it succeeds. Step inside, and the surprises continue. The Omoda 9 greets you with a cabin drenched in tech. A massive curved display stretches across the dashboard, seamlessly blending the instrument cluster and infotainment. Touch-sensitive climate controls, ambient lighting, and premium-feeling materials make the cabin feel far more expensive than you'd expect at this price point. Rear passengers aren't forgotten either, with generous legroom and even optional reclining seats, something you won't find in an Audi Q5 unless you're shopping at the higher trims. But design and tech are only half the story. Performance matters. And here's where things get interesting. The Omoda 9 comes with a choice of efficient turbocharged engines and, in some markets, a hybrid powertrain option. Power delivery is smooth, acceleration is respectable, and the handling feels light and responsive. Though perhaps not as tight or confidence-inspiring as the Audi Q5, which still holds an edge when it comes to sharp, dynamic driving. That said, most buyers in this segment aren't carving corners. They're commuting, road tripping, and running daily errands. And in those everyday situations, the Omoda feels more than capable. Though perhaps not as tight or confidence-inspiring as the Audi Q5, which still holds an edge when it comes to sharp, dynamic driving. Is another area where Omoda is stepping up. Advanced driver assist features like adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, and a 360-degree camera system come standard, features that often require pricey packages on the Audi. That's a strong play for value-conscious buyers. Of course, no car is perfect. The Omoda's biggest weakness might be brand trust. Audi has decades of proven reliability, dealer networks, and customer confidence. Omoda, as a newcomer in the US, will have to earn that trust one buyer at a time. Resale value is also an unknown. While the Q5 holds strong, Omoda's future market performance remains a question mark. So, where to leave us? On paper, the Omoda 9 offers more features, bolder styling, and fresher tech at a lower price. But the Q5 still carries the weight of legacy, refinement, and prestige. Which matters more to you? Hang on, because the real turning point comes when we see how these strengths and weaknesses play out in real-world driving. And here it is, the moment that defines this comparison. Out on the road, the Omoda 9 surprises in the best possible way. The ride quality is smooth, the cabin remains whisper quiet even at highway speeds, and the steering feels more precise than you'd expect from a brand new player. It's not quite as athletic as the Audi Q5, but it's closer than anyone predicted. And when you factor in the tech-laden cabin and comfort levels, the Omoda suddenly feels less like an underdog and more like a genuine contender. The real shocker, though, comes when you compare value. With an estimated starting price well below the Audi Q5, the Omoda 9 delivers a level of luxury and technology that would cost more if you stuck with the German badge. For buyers who care less about brand prestige and more about features, it's almost a no-brainer. But here's the twist. While the Q5 still wins on sharp driving dynamics and long-term brand credibility, the Omoda 9 proves that new challengers can absolutely keep up, and in some areas, even surpass, the traditional leaders. It's a turning point moment not just for Omoda, but for the entire segment. So, does the Omoda 9 cancel the Audi Q5? Not entirely, but does it make you question whether you need to spend that extra money for the 4 rings? Absolutely, and that's the moment that matters. Where do we land? The Omoda 9 is bold, stylish, and feature-packed, a statement SUV that challenges the status quo. Its biggest strengths are its futuristic design, tech-loaded cabin, and undeniable value for money. Weaknesses: brand recognition, long-term resale, and slightly less refined handling compared to Audi. The Audi Q5, on the other hand, continues to shine with its proven balance of comfort, sharpness, and that badge prestige that still carries weight in the US. For buyers who want the safest, most familiar option, the Q5 remains a solid choice. But for those who are open to something new, who want more features for less money, who value cutting-edge design, and who aren't afraid to step outside the traditional German trio, the Omoda 9 is a seriously compelling alternative. In the bigger picture, the Omoda shows how fast the market is changing. New players are bringing luxury-level products at disruptive prices, and that could reshape how Americans think about premium cars in the years ahead. So here's the question I'll leave you with. Do you stick with the legacy badge, or do you take a leap into the future with a brand that's rewriting the rules? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear whether you'd pick the Omoda 9 or stick with the Audi Q5. If you found this review helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more honest car reviews, and hit that bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Because the way things are going, this won't be the last time a newcomer shakes up the old guard.